Sorry, Keiichi. The truth is I'm in love with Shoya. Just kidding! It's a surprise! I love someone else prank. They've really crossed the line this time.
My name's Keiichi Sato. I work at an event planning company called Tokimeki Studio. Today I was supposed to have my wedding here at this restaurant. What's taking Aika so long? Lately we've just been clashing. She says we're not on the same wavelength anymore. Still, I hope today turns out to be a beautiful wedding. Aika?
Keiichi, are you at the venue right now? Can you check out the video we arranged?
Video?
Sorry, Keiichi. The truth is I'm in love with Shoya. Just kidding. It's a surprise. I love someone else prank.
No hard feelings, bro.
They really crossed the line this time.
Yuki.
What the heck was that video?
I think it was supposed to be a prank or something.
Aika texted saying today's ceremony was canceled due to some circumstances. So I rushed over wondering what was going on. But you're telling me she ditched the wedding because she changed her mind about marrying you?
Seems that way. She's often said that we don't really connect. So maybe this is her twisted way of expressing that.
Unbelievable!
Noah, I'm really sorry. It's frustrating that after all the time you invested in planning with us, this is what we ended up with.
Oh, don't worry about me. But this is going to cause a lot of trouble for the restaurant and everyone involved. More importantly, Keiichi, are you okay?
I'm fine. But to all our relatives, the restaurant staff, and you too, Noah, we ended up causing a huge mess for everyone who worked so hard to make this happen. I honestly have no idea why she would pull something like this. And then, the following week, Aika and Shoya were summoned to Tokimeki Studio headquarters.
Hey! Do you have any idea why we got called to headquarters?
I have no idea. Maybe it's about a new project.
If that were the case, they could have just handled it at our Doki Doki branch, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Miss Sato? Hello, Aika. Hello? May I ask what this is about exactly? We need to talk about your last-minute cancellation of the wedding with my brother. Your brother? Wait, don't tell me. That's right. Keiichi is my brother. Excuse me? Keiichi, you never told me that.
My sister's always caught up in her own world, so I haven't really had the chance to introduce you to her.
No way! More importantly, Aika. Yes? Your sudden cancellation caused serious trouble for the Tokide restaurant. I expect you to offer them a proper apology yourself. Yes, of course! Also, about the cancellation fee. This wedding was a contract between our company, Tokimeki Studio, and the bride and groom, Keiichi and you. However, in this case, it's very clear that Keiichi is not at fault. Which means, as per the cancellation policy, you'll be held fully responsible for the entire cancellation fee. What? The full responsibility? No way! Keiichi, you'll help me cover it, right?
No, just like my sister said, the cancellation was entirely your decision, Aika. I don't intend to pay a single cent.
No way! Also, Noah, would you mind explaining? Sure. Aika, we were considering using the performance idea you proposed from the Doki Doki branch as a showcase at Keiichi's wedding. Wait, you mean the projection mapping I proposed? Yes, that one. We had planned to project a full wall of blooming cherry blossoms as a visual display. But that all went to waste. In other words, your actions affected more people negatively too. No! But I worked so hard on that with Shoya. Oh, so it was something you and Shoya developed together.
I mean, since you already had everything prepped, couldn't you use it for another event instead?
There's no way that's possible. From now on, I don't think our company will feel comfortable letting you handle any major event planning again. No one knows when you might bail at the last minute. I hope you understand that. What?
No way.
Keiichi, can't you do something?
Do something? Like what?
I'm talking about the cancellation fee and my job at Shoya's. Yuki's your sister, right? If you talk to her, there's a chance she'll let us off the hook.
There's nothing I can do. Your last-minute stunt caused a lot of people a lot of trouble. I expect you to apologize to everyone involved properly. And I'll be sending you a bill for emotional damages too.
No way!
And just like that, Aika and I were over. Not long after, Shoya proposed to her. And I heard they ended up having a ceremony at some other restaurant.
I wonder how that wedding went. I asked someone who attended, and apparently Aika's friends thought Keiji was still the groom. So the whole vibe at the venue was pretty awkward to say the least.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That outcome was only natural. Anyway, the reason I invited you two to lunch today is because I need your help with something work-related. There's a new outdoor wedding concept from the Doki Doki branch. They want to hold ceremonies at campgrounds and glamping sites, but they don't have the proper equipment to pull it off on their own. So I'd like you and Noah from headquarters to step in and support the plan. Would that be all right?
Of course.
Absolutely!
Meanwhile, over at the Doki Doki branch, it looks like someone has already signed up for the outdoor wedding package.
We're both huge fans of camping, and we actually met at a campsite, so we thought it'd be perfect to hold our wedding here. Something unforgettable, right, Mai?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I get it. You want a once-in-a-lifetime memory to be something truly special, right? Do you have any specific ideas or requests for how you'd like it to go? I'd love to exchange vows under the stars, with everything lit by a campfire or candlelight. Also, we want our guests to be able to stay overnight, either in tents or cabins if they'd like. Most of the people we're inviting are big into camping too.
That sounds amazing. It's definitely going to be memorable.
Oh, and since we've got the chance, projection mapping was it? We'd love to try that too. Like maybe projecting images onto the trees, make flowers bloom and butterflies flutter around.
Oh, wow. That sounds beautiful. Do you think something like that is possible?
With projection mapping, absolutely. If you have any other requests, feel free to let us know. Tokimeki Studio Headquarters.
So, Shoya and Eika, you two are the ones in charge of this plan, huh?
Yes. I believe this outdoor wedding concept at campsites and glamping venues has real potential to generate buzz and become a major pillar of our company's future. We're determined to make this client's wedding a success, and we'd appreciate HQ's full support on this. I understand. However, I do wonder if this projection mapping request might be harder to manage than expected. It could be tough to secure enough power at a campsite. We've already contacted the venue, and they confirmed we'll have sufficient power available. Plus, we're planning to bring out our own generator. Also, the clients are really passionate about having the projection mapping, and we want to make that happen for them. I see. And then came Takeshi and Mai's outdoor wedding day.
What do you mean the projection equipment won't work? Due to a power outage? You told us there wouldn't be any issues with power.
Well, the thing is, the weather's colder than usual this year, so a lot of campers are using heaters. That's made it impossible to secure enough power.
Didn't you say you were bringing a generator with you? Well, I did arrange for one, but it seems there was a mix-up on the contractor's end and it never got delivered. Originally, we were counting on the campsite's power supply being enough, so we didn't bring the generator today.
You've got to be kidding me.
This caught us off guard too. We're really sorry.
Isn't there anything you can do? This is our one and only wedding day.
I get what you're saying, but... Shoya, what if we switch to a candlelight setup instead? Candlelight? Yes, with candles we could create a silhouette-style effect. A dreamy, magical atmosphere. Fortunately, we have plenty of candles on hand.
Silhouettes, huh? I think Keiji's idea is great too. We've actually done it at a previous event and it got rave reviews. Even if we start now, we'll have plenty of time to set it up. Takeshi, we're truly sorry about the projection mapping issue. Would it be okay if we switch to candlelight performance instead? I really think it'll turn out beautifully.
Alright. Could you please make it happen?
Alright then, let's get started.
Shoya, Aika, can you two help us out? We've got to move fast or we won't make it in time. Yeah, got it.
Darn it. And somehow we managed to pull the wedding off.
Thank you so much for your support. We hit a point where we had no idea what the outcome would be. But the candlelight idea, honestly, it was amazing.
The warm glow of the candles really fit us as a couple. And we were just saying, it might have been even better than the projection mapping. Really, thank you so much. We'll remember this for the rest of our lives.
I'm really glad you liked it. You both looked absolutely wonderful today. Shoya, can I have a word with you? Huh? Honestly, I think this whole situation started because we agreed to do projection mapping at a campsite in the first place. I completely understand wanting to fulfill the client's wishes as much as possible, but no matter how much they want something, there are things we can do and things we can't. What really matters is putting in our best effort within the realm of what's realistically possible. But still, it all worked out in the end, didn't it? Our original projection mapping plan laid the groundwork. That's how the candlelight idea came to be. If we rejected their request from the start, we never would have pulled off something this successful.
This time we only managed to pull through because Keiji was quick on his feet. But if just one thing had gone wrong, we could have ruined what was supposed to be the most important day of our clients' lives. The moment projection mapping came up, I believe we should have presented a backup plan right then and there. What was the big deal? The wedding was a success. The clients were happy, so what's the problem?
However, even after all that, it seems Shoya and Aika still didn't change their approach. Those two have really been causing us problems. Shoya keeps agreeing to every single client request without thinking. And on top of that, he keeps slashing prices with these unnecessary bundle deals. Now we can't even cover the costs of the performances. Yes, we're aware of the situation. We've already warned them multiple times from our end as well.
But we're constantly getting dragged into their unrealistic plans.
We can't let this situation continue as it is. We'll be submitting a formal report to upper management as well. When we reached out to headquarters for help with a restaurant event, we were told that we're no longer trusted with restaurant-related projects. Can you explain what that's about? Word about the previous last-minute wedding cancellation has been spreading among restaurant owners. Now, as soon as they hear both your names and Aika's, they turn down the booking. Well, what?
That restaurant invested a lot of time and money into that event, only for it to be completely wasted. Now restaurant managers are warning each other to be careful. No way! Sorry to keep you waiting.
Miss Sato, what are you doing here?
There's something I've been meaning to discuss with you as well. I heard you'd be at headquarters today, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to bring it up.
Well, what is it you wanted to talk about?
Shoya, Aika. From now on, we'd like you to take on support roles for the sales and planning departments.
Support roles? But why? We've been pitching new ideas, and our client contracts have been going well. Why are we being pushed into support?
We do acknowledge that, You've been coming up with new proposals, and from what I've heard, your ideas have been creative, incorporating trendy elements and bringing in fresh perspectives.
Then why?
There have been reports that in trying too hard to meet every client request, you've been placing unrealistic demands on the field staff. And in your efforts to secure contracts, you've been underpricing the packages to the point where it's nearly impossible to recover costs. Even if the ideas themselves are good, the way you've been executing them is the issue. We can't continue to overlook your approach any longer.
No way.
I'm sorry, but from now on, I want you to both focus solely on support roles, to relearn how projects should be properly managed. But there are plenty of clients who are happy with the plans we created. The ones who are happy specifically mentioned how grateful they were for Keiichi and Noah's support. We've also heard from them that nearly every time, some sort of follow-up was needed to fix things. We were just doing our best. I get it, Miss Sato. Could it be that you're still mad at us? Because of how we treated Keiichi? Is that what this is really about? You really think I'd bring personal feelings into my work? This is the result of everything you two have done up until now.
After that, Shoya and Aika ended up with no place left in the company and they resigned. I've heard they've been struggling to find new jobs and now they argue constantly.
Hurry up and find a job! We've still got the cancellation fees and damages to pay off!
I know that. Why don't you go find a job, Aika? As for me, Noah, I'm really sorry we couldn't use the performance idea you worked so hard on for my wedding.
It's okay. Maybe you'll get used to it someday. If you're okay with it, we can include it in our wedding. What do you think?
Wait, what? Looks like something new might be starting in my personal life too. Enjoy the video?
And then smash that like button and subscribe.